walk through life, you could feel like someone's on your shoulder, instructing you, telling you what to do, what to stand for, what to eat, how to live. And let's say you comply with that, and everything that someone tells you exactly what to think and how to live becomes this hierarchy and this standard of living. Most of us grew up that way. We had a parent, coach, a teacher, another coach, an instructor of a sort, guide you and tell you exactly what to happen. And if you didn't do it, there will always some sort of a consequence or repercussion that you would have. And we begin to associate this as discipline. But the problem is that we never truly learn what we call internal discipline, or really what the essence of discipline is. See, discipline is something that you cultivate from the inside, that you do because of an objective that you want that's going to come long term. And in our minds, on the day-to-day, you can go have a conversation with almost anybody, and these people are going to be able to tell you, oh, yeah, bro, I'm going to make this happen. Or totally, this year is going to be my year. Or, oh, we're going to blow up and it's going to happen like no big deal. But the problem is that they can't tit for tat show you exactly how it's going to happen. And even if they can, they miss the most important part, which is going to be the commitment and the consistency. And only things that can allow that to be constantly produced and reproduced is going to be your internal discipline. You see, the fact of the matter is, when we decide to pursue something, we get excited about it in the moment. We feel this liberation, this intensity, this movement. And the reason that that's happening is because we begin to sit and focus on a result. And that result generates a certain type of energy, and it gives us that can-do spirit. But it isn't until the unconscious mind, which kicks in and tries to make sure that you're not going to change. And that's the recollection, that library of everything that's ever happened in your life. And it will tell you, hey, what are you thinking? Remember when you tried that this time and it didn't work? Or remember when you went and you experienced this pain? And not only is it going to generate a thought, the vocabulary of the mind, but it's going to generate an emotion, the vocabulary of the body. And this language is going to begin to interact with you. It's going to begin to sway you. And the only thing that's going to get you up to do the executionable things that you know you should do each and every day, day in and day out, regardless if it works, is going to be discipline. And that's what we lack, because we don't have somebody in our life who is that instructor, that teacher, or that parent that tells you, hey, get up, trust me, you want to do this, there's consequences. No. See, in the game of life, if you don't pass go, you don't pass go. And if you fall, there is no extra life and try again. See, in the game of life, there's actually real consequences, and those consequences end up taking time off the clock. And it doesn't mean that there's not something you can do about that, but it means that if you're not willing to look at yourself and accept responsibility, you're not living from an empowered state. You're living from a victim mentality. And that victim mentality is going to defer blame and responsibility to someone else. And ultimately, that's going to remove the discipline that you need to cultivate from inside. Living without that discipline means that it's not a matter of time, but it's a matter of when that circumstance is going to fall beneath your feet. And what I mean by that is, the matter of time ensures that you're going to fail, because inevitably it will just be mindless suffering. Inevitably, you will just find yourself going through the motions and forgetting why you started. But if you're in a position where you can think strategically and cultivate a reason why, and accept responsibility and learn exactly what you should do, tit for tat, the reasons why, you're going to do the methodologies and the principles, then you can wake up regardless of the emotion that you feel in the moment, long after the excitement has completely diminished, and say, you know what, it doesn't matter, I'm going to do the work, I'm tired, my feet hurt, or you know what, it's snowing outside, or you know what, I don't really feel very good when these people who used to believe in me are no longer believing in me. When you can still get up and do the work and do it correctly and receive whatever criticism or whatever feedback you need in order to improve, to ultimately get there, that is called discipline, and that is where you're going to see success. So my question to you is very simple. Are you the kind of person that can live with discipline from the inside? Or are you the person who lives in a primal state with a victim mentality and does not accept the responsibility his or her future.